Good evening, Wandsworth. It's 6 minutes past 4 p.m. and this is the World Heartbeat Music Hour. We hope you're all doing really well today. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Elena and I am here today with Sahana, the Artistic Director at World Heartbeat Music Academy in Wandsworth. We are here with you until 5 p.m. and on our show tonight we are celebrating two of the greatest humanitarians of the 20th century, Nelson Mandela and Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was the founder of the Order of the Missionaries of Charity, a Roman Catholic congregation devoted to helping the poor. Considered one of the greatest philanthropists, she was canonized as Saint Teresa of Calcutta in 2016 recently. Nelson Mandela became the first black president of South Africa in 1994, serving until 1999. He was a symbol of global peacemaking, and he won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. So now these two people were absolutely extraordinary human beings, Sahana.
Yes, they really were extraordinary. And they were both connected by a strong friendship with the Indian spiritual luminary Sri Chinmoy. So during the show, we're going to air poems and songs that were written by Sri Chinmoy about Nelson Mandela and Mother Teresa. And we're also going to play some recordings of Sri Chinmoy's music and listen to some of our young students at World Heartbeat reading out his poetry. The songs we actually heard at the beginning of the show was composed and performed by Sri Chinmoy on the flute. And we are also going to listen to another song, There is a Hero in Every Child, which was composed and written by our 7 to 10-year-old songwriters at World Heartbeat and inspired by Nelson Mandela. Have we got anything else in store, Lena, today?
Yes, we've got a lot going on tonight's show. We will also broadcast the first Persian song ever written for Nelson Mandela. It is from the international Iranian composer and musician Pezhman Mosleh. You will also get to hear some messages from our students at World Heartbeat about peace and about how Mother Teresa and Nelson Mandela inspire them. And let's now listen to one of the songs written by Sri Chinmoy about Mother Teresa. Sri Chinmoy indeed composed many songs about individuals. This was his really unique way of offering gratitude and of honoring the achievements of a diverse range of individuals. These people included prominent world leaders such as Mikhail Gorbachev, Nelson Mandela, and Mother Teresa. This song is Mother Teresa, Calcutta's Soaring Bird. Good evening, everyone. It's 4:20 p.m. and our World Heartbeat Music Hour today is dedicated to Nelson Mandela and to Mother Teresa. The song that we've just heard on the Esraj was from Sri Chinmoy's 2013 Peace Concert at the Royal Albert Hall. Sri Chinmoy was a dear friend of Mother Teresa and Nelson Mandela, and they inspired each other mutually. And actually many artists have been inspired by them.
Yes, exactly. We'd like to feature the first Persian song to be dedicated to Nelson Mandela. It is by Professor Pezhman Mosleh, who is an Iranian composer, poet, professor of cinema, philosophy and aesthetic, and a scholar in music history. On Mandela's death, Pezhman Mosleh said, "When Mandela passed away, the long walk to freedom will be longer and harder. I wish with my tears that every parent teaches their children about Mandela and to inspire their children to grow up with strength and with faith."
Yes, and actually, Sahana, this seems to be happening because we are now just about to hear some messages from our students at World Heartbeat about peace and about how this great man of history, Nelson Mandela, inspires them. We're going to be hearing Ola, aged 12, and Paula, aged 15, and leading up into the song of Professor Pezhman Mosleh, we will hear three of our World Heartbeat students, Inaya, Willa, and Benedict. They are going to be reciting poems about Nelson Mandela, written by Sri Chinmoy. It is from his 1998 book entitled Nelson Mandela, the Pinnacle Pillar of Mother Earth.
World Heartbeat, giving young people the music they deserve. Hi, my name is Ola and I'm from the World Heartbeat Music Academy. As you all might know, Nelson Mandela is known for trying to make the whole world even and all the laws and rights to be equal for all the people. That's the same with me. When I play my flute or my piano at school, I seem to I feel like everyone's equal around me, and the notes are also even when the bars, and they're all together. So that's what Nelson Mandela wanted to do, put all the people, doesn't matter what race you are and culture, to put together and to make one world, happy, peaceful, freedom world.
I think Nelson Mandela is really inspiring, the fact that he had the bravery to stand up against all the inequality in South Africa, and I think his legacy will always follow on and be an example for the rest of the world.
In Mandela, they found the inspiration fountain of their lives and the aspiration mountain of their hearts.
He tells poor that the poorest human beings in every possible way. Let us dream together. The golden dawn will soon burst forth.
No matter how unjust and undivine some human beings are to him at times, Mandela's compassion refuses to leave his heart.
نفس تو عطر آزادیست ماندلا، چشمهایت رنگ آزادیست ماندلا. نفس تو عطر آزادیست ماندلا، چشمهایت رنگ آزادیست ماندلا. ای جاودان انسان من،
I am privileged
ای جاودان انسان من،
at the invitation of the campaign to make
دستهایت پرچم آزادی گل لاله، گل حسرت، همه جا عطر تو را می جویند و شقایق از تو می پرسد آزادی کجاست؟ ماندلا ای محبوب دلها.
the standard bearer of liberty's cause, the drum major in the music of freedom. I present to you the bright morning star, Nelson Mandela. During the long years when we were in prison, you did not forget us. Neither did you abandon us.
جاودان انسان ما. با تو هستم، با تو هستم، با تو هستم ای گل آزادی. با تو هستم، با تو هستم، با تو هستم ای گل ماندلا. ای جاودان انسان ما. ای جاودان انسان ما.
Feeling the pulse with the World Heartbeat Music Academy.
Thank you, Professor Pezhman Mosleh, for this absolutely soul-stirring and beautiful song. We're so honoured to have played it here on World Heartbeat Music Hour on Wandsworth Radio. Thank you so much. We are looking forward to receiving more songs written by you. It's been a real pleasure and an honour being here with you tonight. Thank you, Elena, for inviting me onto our World Heartbeat Music Hour.
Thank you so much for coming today.
And thank you to all the listeners who have been listening from around the world. I believe we've had some people listening in Australia and in America and in
hopefully Persia, maybe
Macedonia, different parts, France, and hopefully Persia and South Africa. Thank you. We're going to leave you today with Sri Chinmoy playing wooden flute from one of his peace concerts, and we wish you a really lovely evening. Thank you again for listening. I'm Sahana Gero, Artistic Director of World Heartbeat Music Academy. Good night. Wandsworth.